points. What do you make of the performance?
Yeah, I think first and foremost it was about getting the result, getting the 3 points. Obviously playing a little bit later as well, you have that little bit of pressure to the game to make sure that we do our job, and we did that. First half I thought we were very good, moved the ball well, kept the ball, was patient, played forward when we needed to play forward and kept it when we needed to keep it, and looked sharp and looked like we were going to be dangerous. And second half we probably made it a little bit harder than what it should. The chances that we had could have been 3 or 4 maybe at the end of the day, but like you say, when you get over that line with the 3 points, there's nothing better.
It's one of them games, isn't it, where you trade off between a 1 goal where it should have potentially been 3 or 4, as you say, but ultimately if you can secure the 3 points as well, and stop them threatening at the end, then that's the trade-off you go against, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Like you say, there's nothing harder than winning games of football, and when you get over that line, there's that relief that you've worked hard, you've worked your nuts off, and you've got over the line with the victory. Yeah, you want it to be a little bit easier, but at the end of the day, as long as everybody's working hard, we nullified them to next to nothing. We knew that they were going to be a threat from set plays. They didn't really have that many. Yeah, at 1-0 they're always going to have half a chance, but they never really had that clear-cut chance where you thought that they were going to get back in the game. So it was all down to us. It was all about how we applied ourselves, and like you say, we were comfortable in possession. We just needed to be that little bit better in the final third, and like you say, it could have been a lot more comfortable than what it was, but when you get over the line with the victory, there's nothing there.
I mean, if you compare just a direct comparison between the last home game against Yeovil to today's game, it seems chalk and cheese in the sense of the way that we moved the ball around, dominated possession, kept building momentum but couldn't quite find that second goal. It shows that there's real progression that's being made between the games, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. Like, we've got good players in the team. We know that we've got good passes with the ball. We've got good players. We've got people that can open teams up and do that little bit of magic. We just need to be patient and just make sure that we're not at our own downfall and give teams a sniff, because we're going to have a lot of the ball. Teams are going to come, especially here, teams are going to come and sit off. So it's how we go about it, it's how we apply ourselves, it's being patient, it's not forcing things, and it's making sure that we play forward when we've got the opportunities. And we certainly did that today. We broke lines playing into midfield, especially into Jordan and JJ in the middle, and we looked the threat, especially getting the ball wide, crosses in the box, getting overlaps, and like you say, on another day it could have been 3 or 4, but a 1-0 win is as good as any.
Just personally for you, touching on the fact it's a 150th club appearance today, what does it mean playing for Wrexham for you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Like you say, to reach 150 games at any club is special, but obviously now that I've been here for well over 3 years and into my 4th year, and we're settled here as a family, it makes it that little bit more special, because we wouldn't have settled up here if we didn't think it was right. And like I say, I'm enjoying my football, I'm enjoying playing. I know that it's not a given to play every week, and I'll always work hard, and hopefully there can be many more to come down the line, and who knows where the club could end up in, potentially at the end of this season, but in seasons to come.
Now this is obviously the last league fixture before the Christmas period, really, obviously the FA Trophy next weekend. How would you assess this first third of the season?
You can look, yeah, I think when you look at the position that we're in, you can't have too many complaints of it. Looking from the outside in, people might think that we should be further up the league, we should be higher up than what we are, but us as a squad, as a team, we know that it's not that easy. You don't just get given wins, given victories, you got to earn them. And we went through a stage, probably 9-10 games in, where if results were, if we're on the other end of results, like losses for example, then we could have found ourselves in a slightly worse position than what we are now. But we're not. We're in a decent position. We're 4th in the table. We're closing the gap on the leaders. When you look at how well Chesterfield and Bournemouth had started, at one point we were quite a way off them in terms of points. And yeah, we've played 1 or 2 games more than teams around us, but I'd rather have the points on the board rather than chasing teams. So as long as we keep winning and we keep worrying about ourselves, then we're not going to be too far away. So yeah, we've got, like I said, we've got a couple of weeks now to regroup. What the gaffer decides to do for next weekend is down to him. It'd be nice obviously to keep the momentum going. Winning games of football is what you want to do. It just keeps that spirit high, keeps that belief. And like I say, with the busy Christmas period coming up, there's a lot of points to play for in a short space of time. It can truly make or break your season. Hopefully it makes ours.
Nice one, congratulations Luke.
Yeah, thank you.